Hello, Josie here. Are you ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? Okay, here we go. I'm going to call these late night editions, I think. God is telling me I'm taking off tomorrow, that I'm not supposed to be doing any video content or nothing. He says I need a break after today, so I'm putting in some more work because I have some more things to discuss, and God gave me the go-ahead, so here we go. One of the things I considered doing as a career was a sexual therapist, where I help couples and married individuals, be better individuals, but then also be better together by communicating, discussing things out in the open, and just being real and honest, And I've always been one that has helped individuals. It doesn't matter what age, it doesn't matter what race. Giving advice, helpful advice, not toxic or dangerous advice, but helpful advice. And sharing it and giving it from a place of really wanting them to be happy and successful in their relationships. I'm not trying to break up people. I'm not trying to cause anger and upset and resentment. No. It's time to uncover and expose the lies and start telling the truth. And if y'all don't need to be together, then you don't need to be together. It's simple as that. Being able to release the other person. I love that song by Wilson Phillips. Shout out Wilson Phillips. That album, amazing. Release Me, Hold On. That album had some bangers on it. I remember I had the cassette, the single cassette, and I believe it had Hold On the cassette, and it had Release Me on the cassette as well too. It was like a 2-side single tape cassette. I don't recall having the album. I may have had the album on cassette, but anyway, give that album a listen. Amazing stuff. Came out at a time when I really needed to hear it. And even now, I've been hearing that song Hold On again. Remember every lyric, every word, and it's just reminding me that just hold on for one more day. And in these relationships, a lot of these individuals are holding on. They're holding on because there is genuine love. There is a like, but something is going on. It's basically a lack of communication, a lack of honesty, and a lack of trust. And recently I was on Reddit, and I was viewing comments in these feeds about married couples that have gone for long periods of time without sex, and they're frustrated and so on and so forth. And when I tell you, there was one guy I talked with, and I reached out to him and said, God wanted me to talk to you. He wanted me to reach out and share some things with you. And I gave him some amazing advice from my knowledge, my wisdom, what I've experienced. I helped him out with some alternatives that are going to be a lot better than him interacting with someone on Reddit, on one of the XXX pages, and possibly endangering his relationship with his wife. And it wasn't me reaching out saying, hey, I can do what your wife won't do. No, it wasn't that. No. It's from a place of wanting to be helpful, and God wanted me to reach out to this person and be a blessing to them. And when I tell you, he deleted his profile. I helped him out. I answered his question. We had a great conversation. I prayed for him. He prayed for me. And he shared scripture with me as well too. And I shared some truth with him because he needed to know where I'm coming from and why I'm doing this, why I'm sharing this with him, why I'm trying to keep him away from it, because I can deal with it. I can handle going into the lion's den or going into the fire and coming out unscathed, unbitten, unburned. There are a lot of people that can't. I was the one that was in different lustful relationships, entanglements, intentionally, because God allowed them to happen. He knew I was going to come out of them unscathed, unburned, unhurt. He was covering and protecting me. He knew I would be okay, but he wanted me to go in there because there were some people that needed to be saved. There were some people that needed to come out from that environment before they went too deep. Before they got too entangled to where they're caught up in a trap, caught up in a snare. And they have more problems on their hands than they really can handle or deal with. Infidelity, not a game. Adultery, God said don't do it. It's a sin. Sex prior to marriage, there's a reason why. And yeah, I enjoy sex. I enjoy it. Yeah, I do. I haven't had sex in over 2 years. Going on 3 almost now, I believe. Do I miss it? You know what? I miss the genuine connection that you can have with a person during sex. But nowadays, there's no enjoyment or pleasure really from it. People have lost the true understanding, inner meaning and reason behind having sex and engaging in the act. It's all about busting a nut. Fuck that. Anybody can bust a nut. It's so much deeper than that. And that's a problem that people just don't seem to understand. They don't get it. 5-10 minutes of pleasure to bust a nut, and you probably have exchanged you made some exchanges that you may not even know you're not even aware of. You've engaged and agreed to something not knowing fully what you've engaged in and agreed to. You don't know who it is that you're actually engaging with sexually. But they carry within them diseases, sexually transmitted diseases, sexually transmitted demons. You need to be equally yoked. You need to be on one accord. You need to be attached and acknowledged by God in union. Not playing house. Not pretending. Not slutting around. Not slinging it everywhere. A lot of people can't control their desires and their urges. And they get pissed off and angry at people that can, i.e. me. I was on Reddit for a short period of time. So many people reached out wanting to hook up and connect, yet they could not even fucking communicate. They couldn't have a conversation and let me know who they were. They didn't understand reciprocity, and I'm not talking about monetary. I'm talking about genuine reciprocity through communication and understanding. They couldn't even do that. But they want to come over and bust you wide open and plant seed in you. I don't think so. And there are so many people that are just okay with that. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. I never was okay with that. Even when I was playing around somewhat, I was still safe and cautious and careful. And even then, there were some individuals I got entangled with that I shouldn't have gotten entangled with. But trust and believe, when I realized what I was doing, who I was engaging with, that they were not the right one, that there was something off about them, I removed myself. Do you think that stopped them from harassing and stalking me? Or belittling me? Or saying I did this or I did that so that no one would be interested in me? Because they wanted me and they didn't want anybody else to have me? It's a dangerous and toxic world out there. That's why you got to be careful about who you engage with. Period. Let alone sexually. Some nasty demons out here in this world that we live in. You need to make sure that who you're engaging with, you're equally yoked with. Y'all are on one accord. Y'all believe in the same God. Y'all have values, morals, and principles that are in line with each other. It's not just about busting a nut, y'all. It's so much deeper than that. Is it pleasurable? Yeah, it can be. But you can have some bad sex as well too, but you've already opened yourself up to that person to attach cords to you, engaging with them sexually. So now you got cords attached to you by someone where the sex was not good, and then you realize, oh, this person ain't they can't do it, they can't communicate, they can't reciprocate, they can't accommodate, they can't do anything except just fuck. And then not even good. They don't even fuck well, so it's kind of like, okay, if they can't even do that, then good, what are they good for? What are they good for? A lot of them don't even know how to communicate. That's a big part of the problem. Oh, you're pretty. Oh, you're hot. I want to fuck. Oh. Anyway, I'm talking about this because the landscape of dating has definitely changed. There are more websites and apps that have been created trying to match people up with other individuals. And when I tell you, I can't agree with them. I'm not in line with them. The old school way I feel like is the best way. And there are so many people that get on these apps and get on these profiles and create a whole bunch of lies. And you know, they're really about one thing, saying that they're about something else, and they're just full of shit. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. And nowadays, it's so sad that people can't even acknowledge and speak to people that they see on the street or in a restaurant or in a store. Everybody's just always in their phone, so engrossed and entangled in their phones on these apps and these dating sites and other things that really it's damaged society as a whole. It has hurt a lot of marriages and relationships. It has destroyed a lot of marriages, relationships. And the sad truth about a lot of these relationships is that they were built on faulty foundations. Mostly lust. Time for some changes. I'm making minds aware, hoping that we can move together. I'm willing to share. There's power in the masses. Collectively, we can win. Shout out Phyllis Hyman for that song. I'm making the changes. I've already made the changes. I'm making minds aware now and calling out the bullshit. And a lot of people don't like that. But I'm still going to do it anyway, whether you like it or not. It's the truth. And the reason why a lot of y'all don't like it is because you're guilty of it. Gotta go.